Dollar. Dirt and money, no soul. Had to go and get it, ain't no time to kick it. Got a stack of flip for my foes. Dollar. Please tell me you can hear me. Don't turn your back and don't neglect me. Just let me know if you need me. Dollar. Let me watch out for my partners. Keep my money long, get my team strong. Let me run away from my problems.
Yo, what's good, original crew, man? We're back. Hey, we got a Nexpo video. The darkest audio on the internet. How you feel about those things?
What we about to hear? Dialing it. Okay, sorry.
All right. Make sure y'all check out the links in the description box.
Down below.
You already know where to go. If you want the first part, you got to do it. Check out down below. Also, if you enjoyed today's video,
liking it with a thumbs up.
We highly appreciate it. Ready?
Yeah, ready.
You said you wish you could hear.
I didn't say I wish I could hear.
What you say?
I said, what are we about to hear?
I swear it sounded like you said.
No.
My bad. That's attitude.
I don't have attitude.
Now walk off.
Okay.
Oh, let's get it. Let's check it out. Let's see what it's about. Let's go.
There's something inherently eerie about an audio recording. The idea of listening in on a horrifying incident, a freak accident, a glance into someone's life that feels so close, yet so incredibly distant.
Oh, I know what that
Across
is.
the internet, there are countless disturbing happenings that have been recorded. Media that we can readily view anytime we want. Yet tonight, I'd like to share with you 3 stories, none of which we can say, but of those we can't. It's a stormy night. August 24th, 2019. A woman named Deborah Stevens is out delivering newspapers before the world begins to wake. It's loud and intensely dangerous. As she's driving, her car suddenly begins to hydroplane. Yet instead of regaining control, the waters around her rapidly rise, sweeping her car off the road and
delivering newspapers?
I think that's what he said. Or, yeah.
How could have canceled a day of fucking newspaper, bro?
Yeah.
The waters around her rapidly rise, sweeping her car off the road and pinning it against nearby trees. Realizing that she's in danger, she immediately calls her mother-in-law, panicking, pleading for any sort of help. She's informed to call the police. Surely emergency services can help her out of this, right? And so, she situates herself, dials 911, and explains to dispatch the following.
Where's your emergency?
I have an emergency, a severe emergency. I'm in a flooding. My car veered off the road while I was doing my newspapers, and I'm flooded over here on the end of Kincaid, and it's all the way up to my windows, and I can't get out, and I'm scared to death, ma'am. Can you please help me really bad?
I need you to calm down. I need you to tell me where you are.
I don't know, ma'am. I'm Kincaid down here by these apartments. There's some apartments on Kincaid. I don't know what they're called.
What color
Off
is your
Park
vehicle?
Avenue. On the other side of Kincaid, at the very end of Kincaid Street, there's some apartments. And
Right. Do you have a dark blue car is what I'm asking you? What color is your vehicle?
Yeah, dark. It's gray SUV, lady. The motor's all the way up to my windows.
Okay, hold on for me. Don't hang up. Am I not on the phone with you trying to get you some help?
Yes,
Okay, so stop.
lady, give me help before I die. I'm sorry.
You're not going to die. I don't know why you're freaking out. It's okay. I know the water level.
Shut the boy.
I'm not.
They don't know it on here.
I'm not.
They don't know it over here.
I'm not going.
They know it over there on the backup channel. See, they don't know it over here.
I was about to say I'm not gonna do this again because this whole story, the whole call, pissed me off.
Every call piss you off.
And no, not every call.
Just
but
about.
No, it don't. A lot of them do. A lot of them do. But this one, I will never forget it. Pissed me off. Just the whole interaction. Anyway,
Because I'll be damned if I'm. You said what?
I was like, oh, yeah, come on.
I'll be damned if I'm in a situation and she talks to me like that.
Hi. I understand that, but you're freaking out doing nothing but losing your oxygen up in there, so just calm down.
But are they not going to come get me?
You said what? I'm sorry?
When are they going to be here?
As soon as they get there.
Well, how long is that going to be before I die?
Yeah, I know.
As Deborah
Literally, look at what she said. Well, how long is that going to be before I die? Yeah, I know.
Because you're not.
pleads for her life, it
So-
starts to become
Man.
evident that the operator, a woman named Donna Renault, is becoming a bit annoyed with her demeanor. As we know, this is the absolute worst time, the worst line of work, even, to let emotion cloud your judgment. Deborah needs help. So where in the world is it?
Ma'am, it's getting all the way up to my chest, and
I know the water's up to your chest. Just stay on the phone with me, and I have an officer and the fire department coming out to you. So just hold on, okay?
Thank you. I'm sorry if I'm rude, but I'm scared.
You're not being rude. I know you're scared. Just calm down for me.
I'm scared. I've never had anything like this happen to me before.
Well, this will teach you next time. Don't drive in the water.
Couldn't see it, ma'am. I'm sorry, or I wouldn't have.
I don't see how you didn't see it. You had to go right over it. So
No, ma'am. I was in a drive. I was in a parking lot. There was no water where I was at.
okay.
And when I got to the end of the parking lot, I was looking for the road to get out into the main road. When I got to the main road, it was too late. There was water, and I couldn't see it fast enough.
The water.
Y'all do flooded waters can be visibly not known. Cause you would think I'm looking at a road in the flooded waters,
Yes.
especially depending on the time of day. If it's late at night or super early in the morning, what you believe to be flood, like a clear path, could be flooded roads, and you
Or
would not
if
even
it's
understand.
Sometimes super daylight. Sometimes people misjudge it. Like, it happens. It has happened. Like, but the way that you are handling, like, yeah.
Or just didn't appear.
As this call continues, it's evident that Renault isn't taking her seriously. A woman trapped and unable to escape her vehicle is reportedly only equivalent to the priority of a stalled vehicle. It's only midway through this call when it's finally escalated. But even then, crucial minutes have already bled by. Deborah Stevens, as we know, is running out of time.
Ma'am, please.
Hold on for me. Hold on. Ladder 2.
Oh, my God. Ma'am, it's all the way up.
Okay, I know. Listen to me. They are in the area. They are trying to find you. They cannot find you right now. I'm trying to ping where you are, so do not hang up because this 911 call is helping me ping your location. So don't hang up on me. Okay, where are you moving to? Tell me where it's going.
How am I supposed to know where it's going?
Okay, tell me where you are. Listen to me. Hold on.
Deborah Stevens, following this call, wouldn't make it out alive. And her vehicle, a tomb, swept away in one of the most heartbreaking freak accidents that I have ever listened to. About 10 minutes after this call ended, rescuers were finally able to make their way to her. However, by then, it was far too late. As it turned out, she had drowned inside, and a mother, a daughter, a friend who was simply out delivering newspapers to the public had undeservingly lost her life.
Next tonight, the 911 outrage. A dispatcher on her final shift taking a call from a woman stranded in her car as floodwaters rise. She panics, but it's what the...
In the following months, it was found that Donna Renault was coincidentally working her final shift after having submitted her 2 weeks' notice 13 days prior. To call it like it is, she displayed a remarkable lack of compassion towards someone in such a dire situation, constantly scolding and belittling Deborah in the final moments of her life. Never once did she render any sort of legitimate advice to keep her from panicking. A massive mistake, especially considering that she was dying.
The backside of these apartments over here, where these people are at, they can all see me. They're all standing out there watching.
Miss Debbie, you're gonna have to shut up, okay? I need you to listen.
Sorry.
Listen to me.
For this to be the last person.
Surprisingly, after an internal investigation, it was found that no policies were broken. No criminal action had taken place. None of what Donna Renault had done or said had violated anything. In essence, she had gotten off scot-free. And in her wake, a family devastated and shattered by an accident that never should have happened. Much like with Loretta Pickard, the Deborah Stevens tragedy is equal parts heartbreaking and frustrating. Both were, even if in part, victims of external circumstance. Both were helpless as they were slowly consumed by the predicament around them. Both of them should still be here today. Yet.
My bad. I'm just highly pissed off. And I just want, because the more I hear it,
Yeah.
the more I'm like, and that's just, you know what I'm saying, trying to, and
Like,
for her not to,
Rest in peace to Deborah.
maybe we get into this next.
And maybe we'll get into this one. But
Oh, no, he said disturbing things from around the internet, volume 14. So
14.
I guess this from another one of his videos.
Okay, and rest in peace to Loretta as well. But with this one, like hearing this 911 call to know that she lost her life, and the Donna girl was the last person she spoke with, and just the manner of it, no calm, like nothing, like no reassurance, like it was just, like you said, scalding, just talking rough, talking hard, belittling, like just for that to be the last voice you hear is just so heartbreaking. But, and I don't care if you put your 2 weeks in. I don't.
Every day you should handle it.
When you walk in here,
Especially a job like that.
especially a job like this, I don't care that you put your 2 weeks in. I don't care that this was your last shift.
If you
I don't care.
once you
still have
stop
a job
caring,
to do. Go ahead.
no, you go.
When your shift is over and you walk out these doors, okay, do you like? But at the end, you're here. You're taking these calls. You have an obligation. And whoever she worked for, the company, they're not gonna take, like, say she did anything, like she about to
Because
leave.
that's a lawsuit.
Yeah, so like they like, oh, she didn't
She
do anything
gone.
wrong. She gone. We ain't about to be held. This was her last day. This ain't about to be held over us.
But no, only thing I was gonna say is, in a job situation like that, when you work a crucial job like that,
Yeah.
once you stop caring, stop coming in.
Thanks.
Once you like get yourself to the point where I don't give a fuck about you. Stop coming in.
That's
that
true,
job
and
is
that's
not for
real.
you anymore. You put that
That's
2 weeks in, you stop caring, stop coming in. And corporations and jobs like this need to say, "Hey, here go your next 2 weeks' pay. Here, we don't need you here on the clock no more."
Yeah.
Because you're not. You're not.
That's real though, for facts.
Both of them should still be here today. Yet they aren't.
From WNBC TV in New York, this is Live at 5 with Jack Cafferty, Sue Simmons, and Al Roker with a letter.
The year is 1986, and on WNBC New York, a reporter named Jane Dornacker is giving her daily traffic report. Once a musician and an actress, she had found her home here in her late 30s, enthusiastically providing updates about accidents, traffic jams, what have you, to the affiliated Joey Reynolds radio show. For her, the news media was a job secure and consistent. So what could possibly, if ever, go wrong?
The exclusive AccuWeather forecast for our area overnight, mostly clear and cool.
At 4:44 in the afternoon on October 22nd, 1986, an Instrom F-28F helicopter operated by a company called Spectrum takes off for their daily WNBC traffic analysis. On board was 39-year-old Jane Dornacker, joined by a 30-year-old captain, Bill Pate. The flight, like so many others, was meant to be unremarkable. However, what neither of them knew was that a maintenance engineer had installed the wrong clutch to it. A severe oversight that has the potential to cause a complete loss of power to the aircraft's rotor blades. Nevertheless, the engineer was highly experienced. The helicopter appeared ready to go. However, over the next 2 minutes after takeoff, something would go horribly wrong.
Okay, here's Jane Dornacker now on the helicopter.
Thank you very much, Joy. There was indeed an accident southbound on the Major Deegan at the Marshalloo Parkway, an accident, a serious accident involving a tractor-trailer and a car. It has been pushed off to the shoulder, but now watch out there now, because another flatbed truck is going to have to come to clear it, so yield right of way. Northbound on the BQE, we spotted that disabled vehicle in the right-hand lane before the Kiosko, not causing much of a backup, but further northbound there on the BQE, traffic is very heavy past the Kiosko all the way over to the LIE. The outbound Holland Tunnel, extra heavy for you right now. Earlier there was a car fire at Hudson and Canal Street. It has been cleared about heading to New Jersey. The outbound Lincoln Tunnel looks a lot better for you in New Jersey. Get the water! Get the water! Get the water!
At this moment, the helicopter had struck the chain link fence of a nearby pier after rapidly nosediving and had crashed into the Hudson River. And stunned and completely confused, Joey Reynolds continues in hopes of quelling panic.
Okay, we're going to play some music here, I think. Find out what's going on with the helicopter. There's something happened there. It's 4:45, 16 till 5 on WNBC on the Joey Reynolds Show. We're taking an helicopter report from Jane Dornacker. Let's check in and see how they're doing there. And then we'll come right back at you. Nothing happened with Jane. We had a helicopter report from the Encopter. Of course, once before we had this happen. A few months ago, she went down in the drink. Yeah. Not she. I mean, she has a pilot. But this time she said, hit the water, something like that. So we're going to find out what's going on there, so stay tuned. We hope nothing... Say a little prayer. Hope nothing's wrong. That's really it.
Already happened before?
Airlines Hawaii, 8 days 7 nights for only $559.
We'll take you back downstairs to Jerry, and we will stay up here and have reports for you as we can bring them to you. Jerry?
It's McDonald's 31st anniversary. And
cargoes of food and medicine have been flown to famine-stricken southern Sudan. The first flights...
Good evening. The Mets even the World Series. We'll have team coverage of their incredible comeback in Boston.
But first, we have a grim development in a tragedy that struck us here at NBC today, a tragedy heard by millions. WNBC traffic reporter Jane Dornacker has been pronounced dead. Her pilot remains in critical condition tonight.
For 15 minutes, the aircraft sat submerged in 20 feet of water, and the occupants inside, helpless as they struggled to comprehend the reality that they found themselves thrown in. Through no fault of their own, the aircraft's sprag clutch had failed, causing the rotor blades to completely seize up and leaving them with no other option but to plunge downward, down to the depths below. The pilot, Bill Pate, was severely injured from this accident. However, Jane Dornacker wasn't quite so lucky. The strangest part about this entire situation is that this wasn't even Dornacker's first encounter inside of a falling aircraft, as only 6 months prior, a helicopter that she was on board, again, had fallen from the sky. Following her death, Joey Reynolds and the entire staff at WNBC were in complete shock. However, none of it compared to the loss that was experienced by Dornacker's 16-year-old daughter, Naomi. Just 3 months prior, she had lost her father, and out of nowhere, now had to contend with the loss of the only other parent in her life. An unimaginable heartbreak, especially for someone at such a young age.
Facts.
In the end, Naomi was given a $325,000 settlement from a wrongful death lawsuit with Spectrum Helicopters, a sum equal to nearly $1 million today. But even still, her life was completely shattered. She had lost everyone she loved, and she ultimately became an orphan through no fault of her own. This incident all around is one of the most heartbreaking cases that I have ever researched, and I can't even begin to imagine the horror that Jane felt in her final moments. All it took was one single maintenance mistake to flip an entire family's life upside down, and I truly hope that today, Naomi is at least doing okay.
Nah, that's tragic.
Very much so.
Having to already experience that, and then now I'm re-experiencing it, and you know, like how many people would freak out from that.
Yep. I'm still in the grieving process of losing my father. Now I'm having to.
No, I'm talking about.
Oh, you talking about with Jane, like in the, and I'm just trying to figure out.
Because she was already in one crash.
6 months prior.
Just for us to double back and do this.
And something like that, I'm just like, that's why I be like, I'm such a double checker, triple checker, like, yeah. That is, and especially having like a job like this, I get we are human people, but this is like something so crucial, like life or death. Like, there's no room for error when it comes to stuff like that.
That's true.
But rest in peace to Jane.
Yeah. I just wonder how, like, her daughter was able to properly, like, you know, losing both parents, one after another, and then losing your mother is tragic, you know. And then the audio being out there.
I know, right?
That's fucking
so
insane,
many people, bro. Her daughter and others here in the last moments. Yeah.
It's June 2016. The world is ensnared in politics. Harambe takes over the internet. And over on YouTube, a user named Sir Daniel Fortesque uploads a video depicting a strange, eerie radio broadcast. His recording is only 1.5 minutes in length. However, in the description, he provides us with some context. My name is Cody E., and I'm a swing shift security guard at a bank management building located in Utah. Inside the security office is an old AM/FM radio that belongs to my supervisor, who listens to talk shows during his daytime shift. On June 16th, 2016, I was killing time before I got off work and began to play with the old radio. It was set to AM stations, and while turning the knob, scanning through stations, I came across a very creepy broadcast. After listening to it for about 1.5 minutes, I quickly grabbed my cell phone and began to record the audio. I could hear 2 voices during the broadcast. The first and most often heard is of a woman crying, in to me what sounds like fear or agony. While the woman's crying and speaking, you can hear faint words spoken from another woman or girl who sounds younger. I wrote down what I believe I hear the voices say in the recording, but if you hear something different or can make sense of audio I couldn't understand, feel free to leave it in the comments and tell me what you think of it. I don't post videos to YouTube normally, and I don't focus this channel on anything specific. I simply recorded this video from an experience I had at work and was asked by my friend to post the recording here. Thank you. The following is the OP's recording.
Full scale. Wanting Brady. Hardness of heart.
This broadcast, as we could hear, initially sounds like some sort of voicemail. A woman cries, pleads, begs for mercy. Yet throughout the entire recording, we never hear a response from whoever she's supposedly talking to. What is she crying about? Who is she? And what in the world is going on? Looking up specific words from the broadcast turns up nothing. A recording of a movie or TV show? A nearly impossible dead end. This audio just exists, cast out into the endless void of the internet for all of us to chew on and to become intensely creeped out by. 5 years ago, we dove into the bizarre mystery of Portland's 96.7 FM and the strange broadcasts that were emanating from it for over a year. Throughout my video, we narrowed the culprit down to a nonprofit called the Community Alliance of Tenants, whom, as expected, denied any involvement with it. While that's so, in that case, we were at least given a call sign, something to chew on to take the investigation deeper. Yet here, nothing. All we have is an eerie voice muddled in static, and a general location far too broad to narrow down. Given the nature of shortwave radio stations and how anyone can broadcast anything on them given the proper equipment, I do believe that this has the potential to be someone messing around. But then again, what if it isn't? I'm curious if any of you remember anything like this taking place around Utah in 2016. I have a funny feeling that someone out there has some sort of recording related to this, and this is precisely where I need your help. What truly is the context here? What in the world is she pleading for? And most importantly, who exactly is the woman on the radio? Audio. A medium so intimate, so familiar, so intensely unsettling. A frontier where we as onlookers can allow our minds to wander, filling in the gaps of lost information with always the worst case scenario. Tonight, you and I dove into 3 cases of the darkest audio on the internet. I hope you all enjoyed this. This was different, I know. But if you have any other suggestions for cases that would fit this mold, feel free to send them over to dtfaisubmissions@gmail.com. Once again, that's dtfaisubmissions@gmail.com. Thank you all so much for watching. I'll see you soon. I love you all. And good night.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Yeah, most definitely.
That one.
I can't really make sense of it if it's like
I got
real or if someone's like.
I got ideas, but I don't have anything to back up the ideas, so it's like
I feel you.
It's just far left theories. But
hope it's not real, cause that's scary.
Yeah.
Especially to not know where it's like coming from and who it was. Yeah. So yeah.
Ain't no telling.
Yeah.
Hey man, y'all spam us up in the comments. Y'all let us know y'all thoughts about it for us in the comment section down below. But until next time, y'all know how it go, man. I do go by the name DJ New Kid. This is
Sierra Nicole.
We are
Kid and C.
We are.
Peace.
Got a stack of flip for my folks. Dollar. Please tell me you can hear me. Don't turn your back and don't neglect me. Just let me know if you need me. Dollar. Let me watch out for my pocket.